Namaste. Welcome to Annapurna Holistic Nutrition, where we make simple and delicious plant-based dishes. Today we're going to showcase to you a chickpea mushroom stew. Come join me and let's make this together. We will begin with taking 1 cup of soaked chickpeas and cooking it in an instant pot or on the stove top. Cover it with enough water just to cover the chickpeas, and then we'll set it up to 30 minutes in the bean chili mode to cook. You can even cook it on the stove top. Once you put the lid on the instant pot, make sure that the vent is in the sealed position, and now we'll set it aside. Now we'll begin by sauteing onions. We have about 1.5 chopped onions. I have used red onions here. You can use any other kind of onions. Saute it. Sprinkle a little bit of salt over this so that it releases the water and it automatically deglazes the pan when you sprinkle a sprinkling of salt. So keep sauteing this until onions are translucent and are no longer crunchy. Once the onions are done, we will begin by adding garlic to this. We have taken about 2 cloves of garlic that are chopped up, and we'll add this and keep sauteing till the raw smell of garlic goes away. Add a couple of teaspoons of water if required to deglaze the pan. Then we'll add the mushrooms. I have about 1.5 cups of chopped mushrooms, close to 2 cups. Add it and saute. Mushrooms will release a lot of water, so you can just cover it for just a couple of minutes. Make sure that you don't overcook the mushrooms. So they should be cooked yet not too soggy. That's how you want the mushrooms cooked. And once they're all done, make sure that the onions are cooked, the garlic is cooked, and the mushrooms are all ready to go. Now we'll be adding 1 chopped tomato just for some color and some flavor. Add that and saute a little bit, and we'll start with all the spices. Here we've added cumin powder, little bit of coriander or cilantro powder, 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes or red chili powder that we like at home. Feel free to add any other spices of your taste. I've added salt as well. So add all the spices, bring it to a nice mix. You can add smoked paprika or any other spices that you like. Now we'll begin by checking on the chickpeas. We'll take a couple of ladles of chickpeas and we'll smash it with just a potato masher so that it gives a nice broth, like creamy broth for the stew itself. So before that, we'll be adding 2 tablespoons of cashew powder. This makes the cashew cream that is called for in the recipe, and then add the mashed chickpeas and then the cooked chickpeas as well. So add about a couple of cups of cooked chickpeas. 1 cup of soaked chickpeas makes about 3 cups of cooked chickpeas, and now the stew is almost ready to go. We also add a couple of ladlefuls of aquafaba that we kept aside, the cooked water from the chickpeas, just to bring it to a stew-like consistency. Once it's all ready, taste and enjoy. It's amazing flavor. Adjust the flavors if you need extra salt or anything, and it's good to go.